Hello everybody. RV living with the geezer. And, we're here in, you all probably recognize this area by now. Here in Boyd and heading back home. Ran into Lowe's to the grocery store just to pick up a few things that I needed. And picked them up. Of course, you always find extra things in there, so. Just starting to drizzle a little bit, so I hope this camera doesn't start trying to focus on the windshield, because sometimes that'll blur it up. We'll see. Yeah, I got a while back. I had y'all put down in comments what you'd like to hear me talk about, so I went through them and listed them on a piece of paper. And of course, I think the most popular one, 7 or 8 different people wanted to hear me talk about exploits at the fire department, maybe like calls and shenanigans and stuff like that. So that'll be easy. And yeah, and how I met the Delgados was one of them. Or stories about the Delgados, and that could be endless. I've got a ton of those, let me tell you. Yeah, and how I got Blanca was a couple of comments there. People want to know how I came about getting her. So yeah, there was, oh heck, touched on a lot of things that I can talk about, so that's pretty good. Gives me a lot of content there for the driving videos. It's supposed to storm this afternoon, but sun's trying to pop out now, and I think we drove out of that little bit of drizzle. So yeah, let's see what else I got on this list here, if I can read it and drive at the same time. I love this back road here. There's hardly ever any traffic on it, so that's why I come home this way. So long as I point the camera in the right direction. Oh, somebody wanted to hear about tips for Big Bend. Yeah, Big Bend per se, I really haven't spent that much time down there, because it's a good 100 miles from Fort Davis. So most of my tips would be from around Fort Davis or Alpine, up in that area, the Davis Mountain area. I really don't know that much about Big Bend at all. I know a few things, but characters at the fire department, oh, that'd be a good one. Yeah, I can do a couple of, talk about that. How many times I was married, somebody asked me. Okay, yeah, I have nothing to hide, guys. I can get into that stuff. I don't care. Yeah. Let's see. Where were you born? Have I met Rusty or Dennis? I haven't met Dennis yet. We had a couple of meetings that for one reason or another, we weren't able to make. A couple times, well, when I moved out to West Texas the last time, I left the day before he got up to the he was coming up to meet Adventuring Art, meet up with him, and I left the day before to move to West Texas the last time I moved out there. I think it was the last time I moved out there. I moved out there a few times, but I haven't met Dennis, but yeah, I've met Rusty. Rusty and I used to get together, drink some cold beers at the Railroad Blues in Alpine. So yeah, that was before Rusty was in YouTube. That was way back there. So yeah, I watched his comment call this morning. I hear he's on the road. Going back to Fort Clark Springs, and something's come up that I think I know what it is too. I'm not going to say, but I bet you I could guess it. I bet you he found some property, but and I'm not going to say where, but I bet you I'll be right. Oh, we're going to have a lot of livestock. Oh, somebody commented about keep up your livestock videos. A couple people commented that. Well, if I do these driving videos back here, guys, you know how I like to video livestock, so you'll have plenty of chances to see livestock. Here's a bunch of them out here in this field. So that's the main thing I just wanted to do today, was just tell you what the comments were that came in, and yeah, I'll be glad to discuss all that. And if there's anything else anybody wants me to get on, we'll just go ahead and put it in the comment of this video. You know, if I failed to mention something, there's a couple more on there about how I think changes could be made to better, like Texas or the U.S. I'm telling you, I wouldn't even jump out on a limb for all that. You know, I'd rather. I'm not that. If I knew that, I'd probably be smarter than I am. One gal commented. She said, I thought it was funny, and I actually took it as a compliment. She said, I'd listen to you read off of a cereal box. I thought okay. Well, if all fails. Here's a couple good ones here. Here's these longhorns. Look at those horns. Anybody coming up behind me? Boy, there's some. I got to remember where those guys are. Yeah. They are so cool. Lots of people get those longhorns and put them on their property just so they can get an agricultural exemption. Texas has that law where if you have livestock on your property, you can it cuts your property taxes way down. There's certain rules you have to go by to qualify for that. But yeah, there's a lot of people who have, and those longhorns, you know, they're pets. You don't market those. You market them as pets, is what the people that raise them. But I mean, a lot of people will get them as pets, but they do pay off because they save you thousands of dollars over the long run in taxes. So whether that be, you know, some people will agree with that. I have a buddy of mine that, I'll tell you who it is. Old Big Jim. He's Mr. Conservative all the way, and he argues about, you know, that kind of stuff. And those ranchers are struggling enough, you know. A lot of times there's some pretty horses. I won't get into all that, guys, what I think about all that, because it'll hack off 50% of you. This donkey right here is new. They added him to the herd. They got those two little miniatures came, and that regular horse out there, that little donkey is new. So yeah, 50% will be with Big Jim. The other 50% would be following along with what I'm trying to say. And I don't like to get into controversial topics like that, you know. That's the last thing we want to do. That's, you know, when you get people upset arguing about something, that's not very positive. So we'll stay away from those topics. Yeah. All right. As you can see, I've been down this road before, getting pretty close to the house. So I think the thunderstorms are going to miss us. Oh my gosh, last night it wasn't fireworks. It was more like, I don't know if y'all know what tannerite is. It's close to dynamite. Somebody was firing that stuff off. They were explosions right back behind my our property over there, my son's property. And Blanca was just going into her rapid labored breathing, and I gave her one of her herbal pills and it knocked her out. But her breathing was still way off. I got up several times during the night just checking on her, and she's fine today. But I've almost called the law. I should have, because that's ridiculous. It was like bombs going off, and she was just going. She was freaking out, and with that heart condition, she doesn't need to get her breathing riled up like that. So I just pray. Well, I prayed that they used up the last of that stuff last night. They don't have any more. If they do it again tonight, I'll call the law. I'll call the law on them, because a deputy would be able to, if you couldn't track them down where they're at, as loud as that is, then you'd need to be in a different profession. So yeah. All right, guys, we're back. My son got home. He had to go to basketball practice today. His school is off till Thursday. So we're back at the Raised Wright Ranch. There he goes. He's probably working on something over there. I'll hide so I don't have to help him. Peace out, guys. Stay blessed. Stay positive. And just one day at a time. Have a good day. Hope everybody's doing good. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.